If you've never been to Vera Playa, you probably imagine it's just another naturist beach. A place where people go simply because they enjoy being naked. That's what most people think. But after spending a day there, many visitors discover something completely unexpected. Because the most surprising thing about Vera Playa has nothing to do with taking your clothes off. Before arriving, you probably imagined perfect bodies, fitness models, young people, people who look completely comfortable with themselves. Instead, the first thing you notice is how ordinary everyone is. Gray hair, wrinkles, different body shapes, young couples, older couples, groups of friends, families enjoying the sunshine. Nobody seems to be performing, nobody seems to be competing. People simply look comfortable. Then something curious happens. You catch yourself looking around, not because you're interested in other people, because you're convinced they're looking at you. It's almost automatic. You adjust your towel, you check where to stand, you wonder if you look strange. But after a few minutes, you begin to notice something. Nobody is paying attention. Everyone is busy living their own day. At first, that feels strange. You're so used to worrying about other people's opinions that not being judged almost feels uncomfortable. Then, your attention slowly changes. Instead of thinking about yourself, you begin noticing life around you. The sound of children playing, someone reading a novel, friends laughing together, a couple quietly sharing breakfast, a dog happily running across the sand. Life continues without anyone trying to impress anyone else. Little by little, you stop thinking about your body, not because your body has changed, because your mind has. You stop asking yourself, how do I look? And you start asking, what am I experiencing? It's a small change. One of the most surprising things about Vera Playa is that after a while, you stop noticing that people aren't wearing clothes. It sounds impossible until it happens to you. Your attention moves somewhere else, to conversations, to smiles, to the sea, to the breeze, to the simple rhythm of everyday life. And suddenly, nudity becomes the least interesting thing around you. That's when you begin to understand why so many people come back. Not because the beach is bigger, not because the sea is bluer, not because the weather is always perfect. They come back because they remember how they felt. For a few hours, they stopped comparing themselves with everyone else, and that feeling is surprisingly difficult to forget. Maybe that's the real lesson Vera Playa teaches. You spend most of your life believing that everyone is watching you, judging you, comparing themselves to you. But then, one ordinary day quietly shows you something different. Most people are too busy living their own lives to spend time judging yours. Perhaps that's why Vera Playa feels different. Not because people are naked, but because nobody is pretending to be someone else. Nobody needs to prove they're younger, richer, more successful, or more attractive. For a little while, people simply become people. Maybe the most beautiful thing about Vera Playa isn't the beach, it isn't the sea, it isn't even naturism. Maybe the most beautiful thing is discovering how peaceful life feels when you stop carrying the weight of other people's opinions. If you've ever experienced something similar, or if Vera Playa is still a dream waiting to become reality, tell us in the comments. Your story might inspire someone else to take their very first step.